right, it looks like we're going live now. I see both YouTube and Twitch say they are live. Let's see how that goes. Good morning, Pedro. All right, good morning. Let's see, what do we got here? Let me check YouTube. And let's see what we got here. Analytics there on YouTube, all right. And let's see what Twitch says. All right, let's see, I'll go back here. See if we can get a couple links into Discord. What about this one? That. Let's see, back here. We'll get it all going sooner or later. What do we got? There's the card universe server. We got let's see there. That's YouTube. Let me find the Twitch link I can put in here. I think this will do it. Alright, let's see how that works.
Back door right.
All right, so there we go. We got a little bit of something going on here. Let's check this. Well, stuff to look at. All right. I'm going to grab some of the cards, the magic cards that we have ready to go in the case, and bring them over and put them on camera, see what we got. There we go. I have this live, so I'm not just talking to myself. I am talking to myself because there's no one there, but yeah, I'm going to grab some cards that I know we have ready to go in the case and just look at them on the camera. Yeah, go for it. Outstanding. You know, another thing you could do, I know we have more Edge of Eternity's cards there. We have empty space and we don't have more boosters to fit in that space. Down below. Yeah, the standy thingies.
Yeah.
And you can use those and even fill in a little more spot back there. Also, with all these cards we have ready for the case, we can even take maybe let's say like however many we can fit up here. So maybe 2 on each end. If say we've got 8, put 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
That way on the ends or maybe even in the center we can have some cards standing up like we do on the second shelf.
Okay, that works.
Something like that, just to give some more space, because each time we use one of those stands, we can fit another card.
Yeah,
Since we have so many cards to go in the case,
yeah.
we can fit a couple more up here at least.
Also,
Yeah.
are we planning on starting to like stack some of the duplicate cards? Like
So overall duplicates, we've got a couple of different ways to handle it. The first one is, if we've got 2 and they're exactly the same card, the same set, the same art, all that, then what we have been doing is in the stands, we lay them on the back. So that flat spot on the back, you can lay duplicates there.
Okay.
If they're not all exactly the same, then we can put multiples out.
Right. Yeah,
But,
like I noticed
and we can also spread them out because as you know, there's not any specific rhyme or reason except for the land case.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can just kind of spread them out that way
Awesome.
too. All right.
Sounds good.
It was the Commander Masters. That's the one that's missing. I'm like, there's a 17 there. We had been selling it for 18 for so long that 17 confused me when I saw it. Yeah, all right. All right, let's get back over here and see if anything's going on. If you're not already following yeah, I'm just going to look at a couple of these cards here. What do we got? Oh, la 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 la. Alila. Cunning Conqueror. Let's see who's joining, leading, etc. Right. Black market connection. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Pre-combat main phase. Interesting, okay. Neat stuff. What else do I want to look at? How about Dawn's Truce? That's a promo card there. That one. Now we got people following on Twitch. Thanks, guys. All right. Having my delicious Havana Bread Club coffee this morning. Violet makes a mean dark side coffee. Nice dark cup of coffee. I love it. Nice. All right, so you are, I'm going to try and guess here. Ooh. I'm not even sure which one I would guess for you. You're not Afterburn 85.
No.
That would make sense. That?
I'm Omax, yes.
Okay.
That's me.
Either that or Fuzzy Gizoy, whatever. not enough vowels in that name. Omax.
See me in the wild video games. That is probably me.
Outstanding. Gotcha. I'm an easy one. I actually use my name. Fast Bond. All right. I'm going to switch these cards for some different ones. All right. Let's look at what is over here. And some more cards. Kindred Dominance. Pollywog Prodigy. Force of Vigor. There's a nice foil promo card. Corey Steel Cutter. Of course, we've got a lot of these in the shop now. You might be able to guess why. Core band card. Atomize. This is a Fallout card with that showcase art. Bloodletter of Al-Aklazats. Another promo card here. Fairy Mastermind from March of the Machines. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares, Ice Age card. Gosh, this card is 30 years old. Isn't that amazing? 30-year-old card. Look at that. I mean, just for kicks. Look at the condition of a 30-year-old card. And it's in pretty good shape for a 30-year-old card. It's a little bit of wear around the edge there. Very lightly played card. Could be considered moderate play in some cases with that corner there. A little bit of wear on that one corner. I'm going to give this a proper penny sleeve instead of this old worn sleeve. Find one right over here. We do have these Ultra Pro penny sleeves in the store. Very common, low-cost penny sleeve to be used for some basic card protection. We're going to do that here with this Sword to Plowshares card. There we are. Again, 30-year-old card. Isn't that amazing how well preserved they kept that?
How are you, man?
Hey, good. How are you, Pedro? Good, good. Get your dog today?
My wife and the mother and daughter.
Yeah? Okay.
And the
Cool.
house. Hey, this here,
Yeah?
small here. Yes.
Yeah? Crazy indeed. Creatures. Filth. Filth. I guess I didn't even remember there being a card named Filth. Isn't that great? Holding filth in your hand. Dracogenesis. Tarkir promo card. Oracle of the Alpha. Bird Wizard. Murktide Regent, Modern Horizons 2 card. It's a dragon. Sakashima's Student, Human Ninja. And this legendary artifact, the Thrumming Stone.
So Joe, fun fact. This is all that's in the case bin. This is it.
In the what now?
In the MTG case bin.
Yeah, but that's the one I have too. All these are case as well. Yeah, I took those before you had a chance to look at them.
That's what it is.
That was all me. Look at this, Nature's Lore Secret Lair Drop card. This is a nice card here. I'm not sure I knew this one existed either. Let's see if we can get a cleaner look at this one. Oh yeah, you can grab every of those.
Perfect.
This opens in some place here. There it is, side loader. Look at that. What a pretty card. Very nice. Talk about borderless. This is one of the most borderless cards I've seen. Nice. And I really don't care for the side loader, so guess what? We're going to go with another Ultra Pro penny sleeve on this one. Put that back in the top loader to get ready for the case. And you can see Ian back there. He's actually putting some of these cards right into one of our several Magic the Gathering singles cases. Kaldheim card. Halvar God of Battle. He transforms or flips. Fabricate. Core set 10. Angle wire. It's an interesting foil on that card. Oh, this is one of those, what, 20th anniversary things? Wow, yeah. Yeah, outside of the sleeve there. Very interesting foil treatment on that card. A little bit of schmeg there I can clean off. Gently, of course. Very nice. I really like that foil treatment. Galadriel, Light of Valinor. The rainbow look on that foil is very nice. Bonehorde Dracosaur from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. See, now I'm curious. I'm going to have to look this one up. I think it's Counterspell. Of course, I could just be saying that because it's too blue. What else could it be, right? And Mirror Entity. Alright, let's see if we can find what this card is. I think it's going to be Counterspell, like I said. We'll find out. Clear my list here, and let's see if we get lucky. Now, of course, it's not that easy. How about we find orange skin on? Nice flat white surface. It is indeed Counterspell. And it is Strixhaven. Oh, look at that. If I have indeed picked the right card, which it looks like I have, that is $18 market value. Very nice. Now, one thing I like to do so that our employees here know what they're looking at is I'll take a Post-it and put that on the back of this card. So let me see if I can find one here. And I did. But now, of course, I need a pen. All right. So this is Counterspell, Japanese. And I'll put that on the back of the penny sleeve and get that. Oh, so close. There we go. And that one will be ready for the case as well. Some of the behind the scenes stuff of a local game shop. So there's the indications, so we'll be able to put that in the case, and then the indication on the back for our employees to know what the card is without necessarily having to look it up again. All of these cards will probably be making their way into one of our cases today. One of those ones right over there. Another thing I'll be doing today is opening up this box we got from Alliance Distributors and seeing what we got in there. A little spoiler, I already know it's some One Piece stuff, so looking forward to that. I have the other ones as well.
How does that look? I noticed the forks slightly go over the glass. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
well, we usually use those on the next shelf down, so what we can do is take, yeah, so there's some 3s down there. We can just swap the 3 for the 4.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Because that second shelf is just the right depth for the 4.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, this is something I like to do, because if you don't know what that is, I do that, and you may see some cards that have that. But yeah,
Oh, yes.
I really dislike when I have to keep looking cards up. That one rang a bell. I thought it was Counterspell, and I guessed right.
Yay!
Yeah. And I had a separate text from Kyle M., which he was just replying to, which reminded me to ask you about. On Sunday, he was trying to switch times with you, but you wanted to stick with the time you had. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure, wanted to make sure I read his text right and understood it. But with that, it really just means that I'm switching his ending time at 6. That's all. Because we should be good there.
I wanted to ask you one thing about the schedule.
Yeah.
For Wednesdays and Thursdays when you have me coming in 12 to 3.
Yep.
Is it okay if for 5 guys I put my availability that I can go up till 12 and maybe if they schedule me I can be here like up to half an hour late?
Let me just look and see who is on there. I think,
figured I'd ask you before I did it.
yeah, I think the answer is yes, but let me just double check.
Because I think for that sort of availability, I think they would want me on those morning shifts and that would probably go to at least 12.
Okay. Let's see what, I'm gonna just press a button to walk away. Mm-hmm.
Chat, you didn't hear me say that. Five Guys is great. I definitely work there. I love it.
I don't know if anyone heard it, but yeah, there you go. I was just switching back, so I'm not sure. We'll see. In the meantime, though, it's all right. Can we get? Let's see. Where can I find out if things be watching? Can I see viewers here? Um, alert box. Maybe it's under alert box settings. Using Streamlabs OBS today instead of regular OBS. What do I got here? That's a thing.
Case is good. Anything else you need me to do before I go back to my project of the
Go
week?
back to the sorting of the sorters.
According
I will- you know what? One of the things we do want to do, right inside there, in the back room,
Yeah.
the back office, where the sleeves are, where the product for retail is, you should see 2 laminated sheets of Dragon Shield
Yes.
sleeve things.
I saw those earlier.
Grab a dry erase marker and come out here and take an inventory. That way we can share that with Joe, who can then look to see what we need to order. What do? How about?
Front door.
Different color. What color would we do? Like that maybe?
No. This should probably be
Front
after
door.
that.
Yeah, it is after 10 and all, yeah. We're actually open.
Front door. Front door.
Yeah, I guess I should do my job.
Yeah, why not? So let's see, alert box. Add source. We'll call it alert box. Why not? Yeah. Speedy. Alright. I think I got that. So I think we're going to see alerts on the screen now. Let me add that to this one as well. Put that up in that corner for this screen. And then we go back. Alright, we're hopeful. We'll find out if that's going to work. Well, you should. I don't even sit on that, so it's fine. Go for it. Yeah. Alright, so that's alerts. Where do I see viewers? Viewer count. Hey, there's a viewer count thing here. Viewers by platform. Supports YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Truvo. Hey, what the heck? Why not? Let's try it. We'll look at YouTube and Twitch. And let's pick a color here. Go with a darker purple. Yeah, why not? Close. Ah, there it is. Okay. Here's our viewer count. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's something. I'd like to just be able to see it in that window. Ooh, all right. You get to watch and listen to all the tech stuff behind the scenes, folks. Lucky you. And you may see behind me here in counting up some Dragon Shield sleeves, so we can take an inventory of those so we know what to order with our next Dragon Shield sleeve order. Hey, if there's anything that you're looking for, a specific Dragon Shield color that you haven't seen, that we haven't had in the shop here, either the matte or the dual matte or whatever it may be, let us know. Maybe we can find that for you and get it in the shop. All right, somebody joined a few minutes ago here. What is in all this?
Front door.
Alright, we're going to see what's in this box now. First thing is one piece card sleeves. Let's see what we got. Of course, I'm sure somebody knows the names of these characters, but it's not I. There's another One Piece character. Oh, now that's nice. Nice foil, kind of, excuse me, glossy look there. Ooh, that's a little creepy Joker grin there. Alright, so we just got those 4 different one-piece sleeves in the shop. If you're interested in those, come on down. They'll be available for sale today. I just got to get them in the system. Something I could probably even do right here. As soon as I finish up looking at these items. Alright. Or, I can look at it right now. Let's see. Inventory. One piece. Sleeve. Let's see what we got. Official sleeves. Alright, those are 15 retail. Let's see, I'll set that. We got different numbers here. Numbers as 2780265. Okay. Alright, so on the web version of this software, or the Clover system, I can just duplicate an item. Looks like I cannot duplicate it here, so I'll probably grab my laptop to do that instead of this. Alright, and I'm going to put that aside for now. But new one-piece sleeves, great. Let's find out what else we have in this box. Yeah, this from Alliance. This is proudly packed by Chris, or checked by Cersei, and packed by Chris. You know, I don't even know if that's Chris now. Your guess is as good as mine. But if you couldn't tell what this is, Illustration Box Volume 3. Let's get this open. One Piece, a lot of nice anime art in the set, and of course the anime as well. See what these look like. Well, pretty decent packaging. So not only are we in a full cardboard box, but a protective spot, or a protective piece of cardboard on top. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. So we've got Ranoa Zoro and Monkey D. Luffy, or Luffy. And we've got 4 boosters as well. So we've got a 2 Legends booster, a Fist of Divine Speed booster, and Legacy of the Master. 2 of those boosters in this Illustration Box Volume 3. Here's what we got on the back. So it actually talks about what the contents are right here on the back as well. So like it says, it has one OP08 card, or booster, one OP11, and 2 packs from OP12. And of course, the 2 promotional cards. Very nice. Yep, we now have the One Piece Illustration Box Volume 3. Will be in the case in a few minutes. Let's see what the other box is. Got that bubble wrap fighting me here. Guess what this one is? Illustration Box Volume 4. Gotta keep one of these here. Move this aside. And let's open up box number 4. Again, extra piece of protective cardboard here. Ooh, purple box. I'll set that one down on the floor here. Let's take a good look at Illustration Box Volume 4. Look at the difference in font they used on those. This one is almost like a varsity font. Interesting. All right, so in this we have the same amount and types of boosters with 2 different promo cards. We have what looks like Perona and Dracula Mihawk. Y'all can fix my pronunciation, of course. Illustration box number 4. The full contents listed here. So we have the 1 OP08, 1 OP11, and 2 OP12, plus those 2 promo cards. Very nice products here from One Piece. Again, both of these illustration boxes will be in our Cage for Retail sale today. I just get to add them to the system. And I'll probably go grab my laptop and do that here. It's a little more behind the scenes stuff. So I will be right back. All right. Hey.
Is it time for me to go to both this?
Yeah, just keep an eye on anybody walking in, of course, and come help them out whenever they come in.
I like that.
Thank you, sir. Ian's going back to sorting some Pokemon boat cards. So one of the things we're working on here is good ways to keep track of some inventory, and Joe, the owner, had thought of let's come up with some lists of Dragon Shield sleeves so that we know what to order and when. Just to share a little bit of that. So I went to Dragon Shield's website. They've got a catalog, and within that catalog there are pages of the different ones they have. So we use both the matte dual and the regular matte sleeve. So I went and printed out those pages and laminated them, just asking him to use a dry erase marker to write down the amount of these sleeves that we have. I'll be able to share this with Joe. He can see which ones we need. So example, we have 0 Fury. So if we want more Fury, we're going to have to get some more. That is what we're working on for some more, let's call it simplified inventory tracking. Since Dragon Shield card sleeves are probably the thing that we have the most different stuff on. Gosh, well, I guess we look at this as what? 10, 15, 18, 23, over 30 different matte sleeves, looks like at least 20-ish, just over 20 of the dual matte. With all of those different colors up there, hard to keep an eye on that. Looks like we just got some spam on Twitch. Isn't that lovely? Okay, anyway, that was that. So I did talk about I need to add the products in. So I have my laptop here, which you can just kind of see right on the edge of the screen here. I'm not going to share all that, but at least let you see some of what goes into this. So we have a new one piece. These are both the sleeves and the illustration box. So what I need to do is I need to take the sleeve and I'm going to kind of copy one of the items we've already got here, one of the sleeves that we already have. And those are $15 retail for us. So I'm going to set one up here. And I'll take this, and this sleeve is, so in our system I'm going to call this one piece official sleeve set. It's 278026. Fun autofocus. Anyway, so 278026. And then I put the amount of 15. Go to our next screen, and then I add it to a category, and this is for us, this is a card accessory. Then, so we can check folks out quick, I add the UPC code. So I've got this nifty little scanner. Scan the code, I confirm it's right, and then I save the product. So now this sleeve is in our system, and our employees can scan it and sell that item to our customers. So that's one of the 4. Here's the second one. Green-haired guy, one-piece sleeves. Kyle. Well, there's 2 with green. I'm guessing this is probably a girl, this is a guy. So this would be the green-haired guy, one-piece sleeve, I think you're talking about, Kyle. You can let me know there. But that one will be in the system shortly. Let me get this one first. So this is still one-piece official sleeve set 27800266. $15. Next screen. Category. Card accessories. And we get the SKU or UPC code there. Confirm it's right. Saved. Now we've got 2 of them in there. Let's get green-haired guy next. Green-haired guy is number 2780265. $15. Category name, you guessed it, card accessories. And the UPC code is confirmed. Green-haired guy, now in the system. Last one, girl in purple. Y'all know who the character is. I don't, sorry. Let's get this one added into the system. One piece official card sleeves 2780267. 1500. Next card accessories and a Zeppelin barcode. Wow. Save. All right, one piece card sleeves are ready. And all right, so the one-piece sleeve sets are done. So another thing that should be done when you get a new product in is you scan and just make sure that UPC code isn't found anywhere else. I can see it's no result found. So now I'm ready to add a new item, and this would be one piece. Illustration box volume 4, and they have another name for that, which was on the box. I think it's just IB4, IB-04. IB-04. And here, we get to look it up. Let's look on TCG Player and see what the market value of this item is. One piece IB-04. They don't have it by that listing, so let's just look under illustration box maybe. Box. Volume 2, Volume 4 and 3. I see both of them there. Looks like market price currently $28.88 for Volume 4, $28.80 for Volume 3. So we will come up with a good retail price for that internally. For now, I am going to skip that part, and I will talk with Joe to see what we want to price those at. I don't have an MSRP, so we will do what we can with that one. And our category for this right now is other TCG sealed product, because I do not have a one-piece category. I think we'll be adding that soon, as well as Gundam. Adding in the UPC code. So now the illustration box volume 4 is in the system. I just have to revisit that to put the right price on. Then I'm going to add volume 3, IB-03. Again, leaving the price as just variable for now, so we can look it up as we need. Other TCG sealed. Save. And let's get the SKU or barcode 593. All right. These items are now in the system. And I'm going to send out a request for the pricing. So they are this market. What's our price? And when I get a message back, I will add that price into our listing for the 2 boxes. In the meantime, 2 new products, 1 piece. And the sleeve. I'm going to see what that looks like over there. I think I'm going to try a whole new camera view. Let's see. I'll switch this over to studio mode and let's see what we got. If I change that. I'm going to try and get a camera view of walking through the store for you. So it's going to take a minute, I think. Try and do it so it's not live. So I can set up the scene without you seeing it messed up. No, I think I got that. Let's find out. So let me duplicate this scene, and I'm going to call it Mobile Cam. And then of course I picked the wrong one, so we're going to do it again. And I use a Stream Deck here, so I'm going to add a scene button for that, for the mobile cam. Call it mobile cam. So we'll see what happens there. See, so that is from the main scene. Just start up my preview again so I can see it actually work. Let's see. I'm going to give you something something to look at. All right, yeah, that works. All right, so yeah, what I was going to try here, I'm going to walk over to the case and see how the one-piece sleeves are currently set up. We're going to walk through the store here. So I can see we've got sleeves laying in the back, which means I may not need the display box at all. If we can find a way to get all four laying out there, maybe stack them up. We'll try that, but then we also do have this box of sleeves in the front, so maybe I do keep them in the case. All right, we will figure this one out shortly. But just to give you a view of some of the stuff that's out here, we do have these nice Gundam cards, of course. We also have some Star Wars Unlimited, that's the name, Star Wars Unlimited there. Some Lorcana cards, look at that Robin Hood Enchanted card, very nice card. And we also have boosters for Star Wars Unlimited, Digimon. I'll give you a little view into some of the cards in our magic cases. Look at all of those beautiful singles. Here, look, some Funkos. More of them. This is our land case. You're looking for those lands, shock lands, fetch lands, etc. Lots of nice lands from all different sets. These cards are market value $9 and up when we first scan them. Lots to look at there. And then we also have our current set case. Current set, of course, for Magic is Edge of Eternities. Look at all those nice singles in there for Edge of Eternities. A lot of really nice art cards from that set. And our main cases, I say main case, these are the ones that face towards the entrance to the store. It's where we'll keep boosters, some of the special things we like to show off, like the Final Fantasy decks. Have some other Commander decks in here. Some pretty singles up top. Nice cards. And back here, this is our island in the center of our island. You can see we have some Lord of the Rings scenes, Doctor Who commanders, Murders of Karloff commanders, Bloomborough starter kit. You can see our big selection of binders there. We have 2 red, 2 black, 2 blue, 2 white, 2 green. Several binders for things like legendary creatures, non-basic lands, full art lands, multicolor cards, foil non-basic lands. 2 binders for artifacts. Those are those green ones down on the bottom there. Lots of stuff there. And of course, Pokemon. We have our streaming setup right now set in our Pokemon section. You probably noticed that with what's on the main camera. A lot of Pokemon singles here. Some figures. More Pokemon singles. Lots of them there. We have just recently started taking to pricing the singles, which helps our employees and our customers when it's time to ring them up. We'll take a walk by what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. These are the Dragon Shield sleeves. All of those different ones. All of them different ones. Dragon Shield has a lot of nice colors, good product. Of course, we've got other things like play mats. We've taken to hanging them up so you can take a look at your play mat before you buy it. Very good stuff. Tubes to hold play mats. Archive boxes from Ultimate Guard. All these deck boxes. And of course, tens of thousands of Magic Bolt cards sorted by color here for your treasure hunting fun. A little walk through the store for you. Pardon the sniffle. Oh, air conditioning got me. Let's plug this phone back in here so we can keep it charged. All right. What do we got next? I am going to go open the door to let somebody in. I will be right back. I'm gonna unmute. No, right now, there's nobody on, but we at least talk about.
Yeah.
So for,
Boxes.
so we, do you want that? Because we got everything. Okay. So you got a new order in with a distributor. We're getting some new Magic restock. Edge of Eternity's collector boosters and did you
Play
say
boxes.
play boosters? Cool. Cool. Foundations is good.
Wild Willow Drain Clay. Another
Ixalan set or
Yeah, set.
draft set?
Set.
Yep.
and Wilds was set too, which is good.
Good.
And then we're gonna be. They offered me a Beyblade display.
Beyblade. Wow.
48 Beyblades on one display, and it comes in its own, like a cardboard.
Is that models?
Well, it's like the things that you rip and they fight.
Really? So,
Yeah, the
all right.
toys.
Yeah. Okay. So the zip, I call it zip line, but it's not zip line, but
that
yeah.
thing. So,
Well, I had an
probably
Evil
move-
Knievel motorcycle like that.
But that'll be probably coming in next week sometime. So
I mean, like that second shelf over there right now has got decent room that we could use. Plus, Kyle M. and I had talked about kind of consolidating some of the Warhammer to expand the RPG. Because, yeah, we sell the Warhammer, but right now we don't have the space. We don't have a dedicated place for them to play where we do with RPG, so we're going to maybe look at consolidating that a little. Of course, also, as you know, as we're going, less Funko Pops mean we take over that space with other stuff.
Well, what we should do is put the Funkos on that shelf. And
Yeah.
then we can put the Warhammer from that shelf up, because I don't like that there.
Mm-hmm.
We can move that back in the back, and then put all Warhammer either up all the way on the top or there.
Mm.
Keep the best stuff there, maybe in the case, and then the rest of that whole shelf you can put.
Yeah, I was thinking at least
Where's the dice towers that are there?
they're there.
Where?
Yeah, they're straight ahead. Masterwork series, see that box? Masterwork series, big box is the tray, and the small box is the tower. Yeah. But yeah, one of the things
We can spread those out more.
when Kyle and I talked about it, we were gonna stick with one spot, but as we grow, it'll grow that way. Because right now it's all vertical up from the pegs. That's where the RPG is, and then we can stretch to the side. But that plus we started using the magazine rack again, which is good for books, so we can keep that there. And then we might even want to try moving all the paints onto something smaller.
Well, if we move this, we put
Yeah.
things there.
Yeah,
It'll fit within that little.
because
Literally fit perfect right on the edge.
yeah, that's a good point.
Squeezing,
Yep.
we can move all this crap, the bigger stuff, and whatever.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then yeah, Funkos. If we can just keep moving the pops up to the top shelves because they look good, you know, sitting along the shelves. Even if we don't move them that fast, they're a good looking item. And then the other thing I was thinking of this rack. When we set up back there to give a little RPG spot, there's all those accessories that just kind of sit around in the back. We could take that rack shelf back there and just we can put it in the corner and put accessories and stuff on that. The dice, the maps. Can you get that, Ian? Please? And then you can keep the phone near you if you want, but while you're back there. Yeah.
Printouts.
Yeah, so we can do inventory with Dragon Shield sleeves. Ah, so just a laminated sheet and use dry erase to write down how many we got.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 25.
25 each.
Yep. Yep, I'm about to move stuff around to fit these and the new sleeves over there.
She looks so pretty.
Yeah, I mean the huge eyes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how she's drawn in the anime, so. But I already have this one.
You have that card specifically already?
Oh, no.
Oh,
the
this box.
the
That's right.
box.
That's the one you said you bought. You
Yeah,
bought
I
3.
opened it.
Yeah.
It had a good book on it, too.
Nice. There's a good idea. Yeah, my phone was on and scrolled all the way to the top of this page. Isn't that great? There it is. Okay, done. All right, we're going to figure out what to do with these. And what else? What else? What else? Those sleeves. I'll have to bring in a tripod at some point. So we can look at that. We did not. Somebody got them?
Needed quarters one day. I remember someone said it.
Yeah,
And
it was Sunday.
we got quarters.
Maybe somebody came in with some? I don't know. I can tell you it wasn't me. And on Sunday when I left, there weren't any quarters in the drawer. So sometime between whatever that was, like 2 o'clock and now, 2 o'clock on Sunday, I guess between 2 and closing, somebody brought in some quarters.
That's very weird.
And it could have been, I mean, especially any one of our employees that might have seen we needed them. Maybe Tony had a bunch of quarters at his house and went home and got them. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some today. I gotta go get just a lot of
Okay.
$100 worth of time.
You got to go buy some money?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to move.
It's more of a barter, though.
It's a trade. It's a trade. I'll trade you paper for metal.
The bank actually trades at 100%, so that's a good deal.
It is. It's a good deal. I'll put this over here. See, I'm going to turn this. Yeah, so you can see while I'm working over there. Also, that wet floor sign that you can see over there is there because we've got like a condensation drip from that vent right above it. It's very infrequent, and today being a dry day here, we probably won't see it, but just that's why the wet floor sign's over there. In the meantime, you know, if that cable's in the way, let me get that out of there. If I can. Yeah, that did it. Great. All right, I'm going to go figure out how to make this one-piece stuff fit. So we need space for illustration box. Where is that going to fit good? I think the second shelf is going to look right. Pull these out of the way. Yeah, they fit right there. So we've got 3 and 4. And of course it fell over. Yeah. I'm going to find a way to get the camera over here so you can see how this works. Maybe if I clamp it on a chair. front. Yeah, I'm asking for trouble with this. It's surely gonna fall over. And then I'm gonna say, why did I do that? There we are. All right. Hey, fellers. And now I'm going to go switch it over to that view, see what it looks like, and then go back there and finish setting that case up. Well, it's a little askew. Well, let's see. That. All right. Yeah, so that's the case I'm going to work on. You can see the two one-piece boxes I put there on the left. And move some things to the other screen here. Trying to move stuff around so I can see it all. Let's see here. Chat. There we go. All right. Let's go take a look at that case now.
Yeah, we got 40 minutes till not morning.
Till not morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I can agree with that. There's a time where it is morning and a time where it is not. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out. I'm going to get all the singles onto the top. Move the Gundam singles over. I think kind of like that. Get these one-piece singles in the top. Move over that. And sleeves, they're horrible boxes. So I'm gonna take these out, see if I can get this box ripped or cut correctly. Definitely takes effort. Oh, I get the scissors. Well, I'm going to get these back in here.
And then whenever she wins, everyone else can say, oh, right? Okay.
That's the only reason it's funny.
Well, you hired me, right?
Uh-huh. It's perfect. Now, if we get all these sleeves down at the bottom. Still not sure I like this idea because the sleeve display doesn't highlight the sleeves at all, unfortunately. So I'm going to put some up here. Maybe I can put individual sleeves up here so they can be seen. We'll see. Then we're going to put our boxes here, get them up against the side so they have something to lean on. each other. Not sure I like that. What do we think? I guess on its own it doesn't look bad. Be nice to have them displayed a little different though. Might put the extras on the bottom, but we need prices out here. So first off, this one's 15. This is what the sleeves are. We'll get the 15 right up under the sleeves. That part is first.
Question has crossed your mind.
Hi.
Good morning. Those two TVs back there were donated.
They were donated?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So,
So we're great, Will.
yeah, better than Goodwill.
We are, slightly better. Morning, Devin. Devin was able to take my trash for me without even realizing well, I'm sure he realized it. Without even realizing I was about to throw it. So that's awesome. He did good. I got, just so you know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to try and display stuff, but that camera right here is showing it on the stream as I'm trying to figure out if we can keep one piece in this tiny little spot.
Was I blocking the camera and you didn't even notice
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Is it on?
No one, yeah, but no one's watching right now. But in case anyone wants to go back and watch,
Just a little odd, but
I do too, and that's why I'm looking at it, and that's why I put the camera here as somewhere
like
to look.
outside of the case.
And then if we do that, do we then move one piece to a whole spot right here or on the other side?
It's just an illustration box.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Move them out.
Because at first I was thinking they would go on the bottom,
Yeah,
but
that-
they're
that ain't
too
gonna-
tall
that ain't gonna-
for the bottom. But they fit here, and at first I also put them just like this because I thought that looked all right, but then it uses up so much space. It looks okay, but I
you're
think
also
they should be
blocking one
out.
of the promo parts.
Yeah. So I'm like, eh. So I'm almost thinking it's time for one piece to get its own little spot somewhere else instead of just in
Like,
here.
booster box and everything is fine, but the
Yeah.
illustration boxes, it's just.
What do you think about up here maybe instead?
Yeah, you
And we
can
could
put it
even
on
put, if we did, like if we could get them up here staying, we could get, so we got the one piece thing here, I could get that one piece circle sticker that we have and not stick it here, but like tape the page up here just so it shows one piece. Because I wouldn't want the sticker to be just there. But that could be one way to do it.
odd either way.
It is. It is. Yeah. Now it could also be that because we've got 6 of each, I could put a couple in the case that kind of overlap, and when someone wants to see it, we can just take this and hand it to them. Yeah, and that would happen, plus it would block whatever's right underneath it, so. And then let me ask you another question too. The sleeves, their display for the sleeve sucks because you can't see what's behind. So I was thinking of just laying the sleeves out so you could see each one. Yeah, but even then you don't get to see them. Yeah, so this was my thought. So the first box, this is what we have left from the first box. So these were just kind of out already.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
put one of each up there.
But that was my thought of if we just did, and I maybe even put them on the second shelf, but yeah, something like you could see each one.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's better.
And I might do that on the second shelf too, but yeah, cool. So we'll do that. Because I don't like that they are in the display box, you can't see them. You can't even see the one in the front that good. Yeah. Yep. Cool. All right. Thank you. So we're going to take some advice from others, and I'm going to take all of these sleeves out of the display boxes, and we'll get them put separately in the case. So by the time we're done here, I think we'll have a decent look of what's going on in our one-piece case. So we'll have, we'll do like those, what else we got? This one. It's not the prettiest, but I don't know that that's a problem. All right. Then if we get these back in here, so starter decks can be like that maybe. And then maybe I can put a couple of these in here. Illustration box. No, of course it's not going to fit. I don't like that either. Good golly. I don't know if I went from bad to worse. Let's see. What else am I going to do here? I think we will take Star Wars out. Yeah. I think we're going to take Star Wars out. Because that's the one that doesn't fit. The rest of this case is Bandai. This is Digimon. Well, I guess Lorcana, but there's only 4 cards. So we've got Digimon, Gundam, One Piece. Tricky. I'm going to go take a look at what the camera looks like. Ow. 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 Tricky. Looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look good. It just all looks flat. I don't want that. However, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not that good either. All right, let's see. I'll go back to looking at that again, and tell you, it does look better from above because there's stuff standing up. I think I may use one of the sleeve displays. No, I don't want to use the sleeve display. They suck. I'm going to pull Star Wars out. I'm going to give it its own cubby on the other side. Same with Lorcana. I think I'll use a card stand to put those Lorcana cards up there. Might do the same with the one-piece singles. Yeah, I'm going to pull out Star Wars and Lorcana. That's next. Here we go. Oh, well, it's either that or giving One Piece its own spot. You know what? I think I'm going to go ask the man what he thinks. So I'm going to get back over here and hit the be right back and see what we can do about this. And be back shortly. All right, new plan. I'm gonna take one piece and put it over on, let's see, where is it? The wall over here. So I'm gonna relocate the mobile camera to be able to see that. I'm gonna turn this back around here. So we get our normal shop view back here. And yeah, I'm gonna be right back here. I'm gonna set up the camera to be able to take a look at that. There we go. Move this chair back over here where you can't see, but you know. Where am I going to put this guy? I think because I'm working right here, how about at the cash register? Nah, it doesn't work. Let's try here maybe. Anybody who asks, am I too much, is too much. It's just one of those things, you know? Because I say it, so I know. Now, you're going to get this view here shortly, but I'm just setting that camera up to take a look at that spot. There we go. I'm going to, I guess I'm going to switch a couple things around here. We're going to look at, all right, that's the view we're going to be looking at. That is where those pieces are going to move. We're going to move this back over so you can kind of see the whole operation here. Actually get this thing copied. And all right, there we go. Off we go. Oh, I'm going to grab the cart. That's going to make it easier on me. Descending into the back office.
Have fun.
And quickly re-emerging from the back office.
So long.
Hey, thanks, man. It's a lot of effort went into that. There and back again, even. All right, here's our one-piece sleeve display boxes. Hey, a TV. It's a very good possibility. Let me find out. I'll be right with you with that. I'm going to press the button over here. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and shortly we're gonna get back to moving that stuff around. I'm gonna head over and grab the rest of the pieces from the one-piece case, well, TCG case, and we'll get the, you know what I mean, the stuff moved over. I'll show you what that looks like. How we go? Yeah, we just had somebody show up who had was purchasing something, specifically a TV from someone here on Facebook Marketplace. So that is what that was all about. Right now I'm grabbing all the sleeves that I just set out there that didn't quite work out the way I wanted. There's the illustration box, the starter decks. And we'll get a spot over there for one piece. There we go. So what I'm looking at is this spot right here and here. So these pieces, I think are all just going to move this way. Because we have space right now, things are just kind of stretched out. These playmat tubes I can get all the way over to the end. Make room for these playmats to shift. And as we get more playmats, we just extend the space here. I could actually just spread those out as we go as well. However, I'm going to keep these sleeves here. Little playmats, these are our Card Universe playmats. I am actually curious why we don't have one out here. Well, guess what I'll be doing there. Alrighty.
Bought that $20 TV over at Goodwill, sold it for $75.
Not bad.
Can't complain.
Well, you shouldn't at least.
No.
We'll find a way though, right?
No, it's fine.
Uh-huh. Alright, we're getting these penny sleeves over here. I'm just going to stack these right above each other. Then we'll put our graded card sleeves over this way too. Top loaders right above that. Yeah, kind of like that. So we got our Ultra Pro stuff there. Got Dragon Shield. Yeah, I'm going over here with it. So we got our side loaders, the Perfect Fit Smoke. Two of those? Yeah, we got two pegs of the Perfect Fit Smoke. We will keep those right there. Side loaders next to it. Then we have these other sleeves from Ultra Pro there. Kind of gives us the space we're looking for. I got a couple more play mats. These are going to go over where the play mats are. We will make this look a little better. We'll put them in between here. Slide these over a little bit. That works. I need to find a couple of more pegs, I think. So I'd like to get all the one piece on its own peg. And what do I have for different ones? Well, first off, I've got 3 starter decks. Do those all fit on one short peg? They do. How convenient. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sleeves. And then these will go right up there. Like that. And I can stack those, all 6 of them in the same spot, and get all the sleeves right here. Then when we get another booster box, it can go in the case. Okay. Let me go grab some more of the eggs. I don't have any on this cart, but I do know where the box is. Let me go get that. And 7 of these. You get to hear the clanging, but you don't get to see it. All right, that's probably enough. Couple of handfuls there. And I said I had 7. So I'm going to do, nice noise. I'm going to do 4 across the top and then 3 underneath. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. All right, I have those. Let's see what we can do with all this. Spread them apart, and let's start hanging them up. 2 of them that there are more of, those will be on the bottom so they don't overshadow, as it were. What do I put in the middle there? We'll put this deeply brooding, semi-toothless pirate. Brooding's not the right word. He's more evil, mean looking. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Pretty good. How you doing? Good. You looking around for anything specific or just around?
Just looking around, yeah.
All right.
Pretty big into card games. That's like stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So not only do we do some specialization with Pokemon and Magic, but like right here I'm putting up the One Piece product. So that's one. Gundam, Digimon. We have some Star Wars. We have a little bit of Lorcana stuff, but all the way around. And if you're into Magic and you're like looking for any singles, all the way around here is singles. We also have binders and bulk cards. And
Do you have any
all
of
kinds of stuff.
preset Commander Day?
Oh yeah, pre-con commanders right over in this area. So we have some on the outside of in the cases here. So some of the what you call it, Duskmourn, Final Fantasy, Dragons of Tarkir starter commander decks, and then we have a couple more up here with Doctor Who, Murders at Karloff, and we just placed an order yesterday or this morning, whenever it was. We'll be getting more in later this week as well. So lots of stuff to look at.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. And just so you know, most of the decks and singles are priced by TCG Player Market Value. So you'll see some of these like market stickers. So at any time you can look it up there, or we can find the right pricing for you. All righty. You're welcome. Good afternoon, folks. Good. How are you? Fantastic. Let me know if you want to see any of those close up.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Happy to take them out of the case for you.
You guys
Get
have
these
any
out of the way.
more singles in this? Or?
So we have what's in the case all the way around this side, but also we have playable binders and some other binders here if you want to look at any other singles.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And if you know of a specific one you're looking for and you don't see it here, there's a possibility we may still have it because we also do some online stuff and we may have something in the back.
I've been sorting through a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, for Pokemon as well, yeah.
So much.
I'm gonna get this cart out of our way now. Kind of slide it back here. And I think that is a better one-piece section. Now, I think I'm going to get the sticker, and maybe get the sticker right here, so that we're a one-piece organized play store. Might call a little more attention to that. Either that, or I will cut it in a way to hang it right here as well. But we can definitely do that. All right, I'm going to switch this around.
I have gotten back into playing this. I have like probably over 10 years, and then I started working here, and Pokemon's pretty big here. So
Oh yeah.
got back into it. Built a deck like last.
We'll be right back. Nice. All right, we're going to get this one-piece sign put up right over there. Put it right under those illustration boxes. I'm going to grab some Scotch tape here. And this is going to be the last thing we do on the stream today because I am about to get going. So, a couple little pieces of Scotch tape here. We're going to get this pretty sign right here. I think that works. We'll center these in front of it. Okay. Oh, let me see if we got a 25 tag. $25, that was easy. What's that I got here, Robert? One piece. We got one piece illustration boxes. And those are 25. Robert,
I know.
looks
My wife
nice,
just
man.
got it.
Looks
Does it look
nice.
nice?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, she did a good
The little
job
feathering on the top.
there.
Makes you look
I,
sophisticated. By the
yeah.
way, that camera's on right now because I was reorganizing this. No one's watching.
Oh.
But it's recorded. It'll be there forever on
Hell
YouTube.
yeah. Welcome, YouTube.
Yeah, but yeah, so we just got these in today. They're 25. These are still 15. We got more. These 4 came in today.
Sweet.
But since I moved stuff here, I didn't price anything over here yet until I just put this here.
Okay.
So at your convenience, if we can, I mean, I guess we can just use a price gun now to hit these with 15.
Either that or
We can put a little sticker above here or even right in here.
probably right there.
We can put that 15 right in the center.
I need second opinions on this one. So this
Okay.
one, obviously not in foil, right?
Yep.
The only listings are a championship card, which has a stamp, which it is not, and the hollow rare, which is a foil version of the card.
So we want to look at the number on the card as well.
It is the exact same card, same set symbol,
Yeah.
same everything, but this is only available in foil.
So what I will say is just to make it straightforward and easy enough, is this us selling?
Yes.
Okay. Both Joe and Devin are back there. One of those can give you the best answer on that because Pokemon experts.
Right. But I
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and you did the right thing. I'm giving you the righter thing. All right.
It's been 5 years since I've had a haircut.
Yeah?
I was trying to grow it.
It was 2 years for me before I got the convertible and cut my hair. So,
She
yeah.
held the hair up. I looked like a who.
Nice.
It's horrible.
Nice. All right, so yeah, that and then this, I can't even remember how much that was.
wasn't it 20?
I feel like it was, but we can probably put that there too. I mean, that too, just like most of the things over here, we can just put a price gun sticker right on it too. I'm pretty sure they were 20. Cool. All right, we're going to be signing off for today. See you tomorrow.